The national discussion is revolving around Donald Trump and Donald Trump wanting to clean up the mean streets of Democrat-run hellscapes where they painted defund the cops. For example, Washington, D.C. Oh my God, says you can't federalize the police and you can't force the police department to arrest criminals. That's racism! Well, that's going to be just the beginning, by the way. And Donald Trump was saying, listen, these other places that don't arrest criminals and they're sanctuary cities for not only illegals but crime, we're going to start cracking down on them as well. And then places like Seattle, they said, no, oh my God, says no. Leave our criminals and our illegal future scientists and engineers alone. It's totally safe down here. Yeah, it's so safe. A dude in a wheelchair is about to be shot. This entire story is ridiculous, by the way. The entire story. So this video of this man in a wheelchair being shot, and as far as I've seen right now, the guy's still alive. Which may or may not change over the course of the day, but this video is what everybody is seeing today. And you're going to see this dude over here, I guess, try to ram him. This is an argument over stolen valor. And then the other guy pulls a gun out of his bag and shoots him. And everybody was like, wow, I can't believe that guy shot him. Well, I'm not on anybody's side over here, by the way. I'm not on anybody's side. It might be a little bit more complicated than dude just shot a dude in a wheelchair. But you know what would solve a lot of this is a police force that arrested criminals, a district attorney that charged criminals, a court system in this Democrat-run hellscape that convicted criminals and sent them to prison. You don't have any of that. And so now you've got this mayhem over here. Don't get yourself caught up in some mayhem of your own internal doings, by the way. Are you a yo-yo dieter? Well, knock that stuff off with today's sponsor, Lean. Are you a yo-yo dieter? You lose a little bit of weight, a week later gain it back, 2 months later lose it again, gain it back. Studies are showing that could be bad for you, could be causing heart attacks and strokes. There's got to be a better way out there, and there is. TakeLean.com. Breaking free of your yo-yo diet pattern is a main reason doctors created Lean. Lean is a supplement, not an injection, and you don't need a prescription. The science behind Lean is impressive. Its studied natural ingredients target weight loss in 3 powerful ways. Lean helps maintain healthy blood sugar, it helps control appetite and cravings, and it helps burn fat by converting fat into energy. Listen, if you're tired of losing a little bit of weight only to gain it back later, and you're looking into losing meaningful weight at a healthy pace, Lean was created for you. Let me get you started with 20% off when you enter SALTY20 at TakeLean.com. That's code SALTY20 at TakeLean.com. So let's rewind this a little bit and take a look-see at what's going on. Maybe we can even CSI, zoom and enhance. So here is an alleged individual doing stolen valor, which I think you could be arrested for that. And, you know, somebody, I was going to make a joke, but I don't want to make a joke, boys. Anyway, stolen valor people are scum of the earth. They're scum of the earth. Here's the problem. He is trying to run this guy down. Now, listen, if you're going to try to shoot a guy in a wheelchair that's running you down in a wheelchair, I think in most places, you're probably going to end up in prison. I mean, maybe if you add some, I don't know, special magic woke armor here, special magic woke location there, maybe you can get out. But I think if you shoot a guy trying to take you down in a electric rascal over here, I think that's probably a little bit too excessive. But he's got a knife. He's got a knife right there. So now add a knife into this. And he's trying to run him down with a knife. And he's also got an airsoft pistol. I don't care. It's interesting how there is always this discussion that goes on in the background with airsoft. Oh my God, I can't believe you shot a guy over a BB gun. I can't believe the cop shot that kid. He had a BB gun. Yeah. Again, these BB, they look like real guns. And I don't want my cops to have to wait and find out if it's a BB gun or a real gun. I'm going to side with the person. If you pull an airsoft gun out on somebody and somebody shoots you, I'm siding with the person who shot you. Yeah. Because that's a dumb situation that you want people to wait and see if it's a real gun. No. That's why I think that Hassan dude should be charged. He pulled a weapon out and threatened to kill somebody with it in a video. And I was sitting there going, I think that's kind of illegal. And he goes, leave it, so what? It's an airsoft pistol. Don't care. Don't care. So, I don't see the airsoft pistol, but he does have a knife. And he's trying to run the guy down. Now, here's the problem. The guy, is this where he pulls the airsoft gun out? We'll have to see. But he could clearly, even if it's a knife, he could leave. He's got no problem with his man boobs there, fiddling around in his backpack, trying to get that gun out. And it's a whole bunch of time that he could have allowed. Look at all of these people with zero situational awareness. I mean, zero, yeah, maybe he won't shoot you, but he might fire that off into the strongest part of that electric rascal, and there might be a ricochet. I mean, I don't know. I think a guy pulls a gun out, and you're, I don't know, 15, you're like 20 feet away. Maybe you add a little bit more distance. But no, it's Seattle, and they're all idiots. Yeah, this whole situation is so dumb. So is he pulling an airsoft here? See, that's a bad move. He's pulling it out there. This is all dumb. Look at this. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, I saw it right there. There's like a frame. There's one frame right before that dude walks in where he pulls out right there. You could kind of see in his hand something. Sometimes people go, well, listen, it's clearly not a gun. Look how big it is. I don't know what that is. I don't know. That might be a homemade Shinzo Abe killer. I don't know what you idiots are doing. If you pull something out and aim it at me, I'm going to end you. Of course I am. I'm not going to sit there and go, well, hold on a second. The barrel on that looks too big. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. If you point, I do not want it to come out like I'm siding with this guy. I'm just siding with precedent and what makes most sense. Because this dude's crazy. This guy over here who shot the guy. Oh, the mouse doesn't show up, huh? On the thing? Oh, wow. The dude who pulls the gun out and shoots the guy in the wheelchair pretending to be a vet. Andy No is saying that he was, in 2020, running down in a van a display and table with pro-Trump campaign materials. Yeah, look at them eyeballs. Look at them SSRI, AOC, dead doll having shark eyes that this goofball has. So, here you got these lefty places, like Seattle, and it'll tell you, you can't have a gun. You're not allowed to have a gun. Guns are scary. They're bad. Just like slavery times. What? Yeah, can't have guns. We're invoking everything over here. So if you're a law-abiding conservative in Seattle and you got a parking ticket, they're like, well, you can't have a gun. You have a parking ticket. Okay. That dude took a van and he ran it through a Donald Trump supporting tent that I imagine had people around it. I imagine it was being run. I don't imagine a whole lot of campaign politicking tents just leaving pamphlets out, especially Donald Trump stuff, and then just, I don't know, hitting the boardwalk. No. He tried to kill people. A man was convicted for ramming a van through a Trump campaign table in Florida in 2020. He's now the guy accused of shooting an elderly man in Seattle. Yeah, he's crazy. This idiot over here, who's accused of stolen valor, is also crazy. They're both crazy. This is a situation where they both suck, where both of these pieces of trash are the problem. But there's another layer to this problem. If you're a scumbag lefty goofball who is beating up pro-life people, trying to run down Trump supporters politicking for him, you don't ever get arrested. You don't ever get arrested. You don't ever get charged. You don't get ever held accountable. 2020, he tried to murder people with a van and he's not in jail right now? 2020 was only 5 years ago. How many people were in that tent? How many people were almost killed by this lunatic? And you don't arrest him for that. He doesn't get, well, he's not in prison for doing that. So now he's back out on the streets. He's in a lefty hellscape over here and shoots a dude. Now, again, this guy, I can't make it clear. It's very bizarre, like the comment section, because the comment section is like, oh my God, I can't believe that you're siding with a lefty. I'm not siding with anybody in this stupid situation. This whole situation's stupid. I'm just telling you what happened over here. This dude pulled something on this crazy dude. And Seattle's telling you, no, look at this idiot. Look at this. How high is this idiot? What is going on over here? Look at him. That dude was shot. He's just like, oh yeah. So, yeah, now he's been shot. He's like, oh yeah. Look at that. I've never seen a dead body before.
Show me your ID.
Show me your ID. The whole thing's madness. The whole thing's madness. But you're going to see more of that unless we start forcing these places to uphold law and order. And Trump's doing that in D.C., and all of these places like Seattle are freaking out. No. We like having complete deranged lunatics fighting each other in our streets over here. That's totally fine. Well, I imagine the sane individuals just trying to get a crappy coffee at that Starbucks over there probably don't want to be killed by the dumb politics of lefties. But we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. And check out today's sponsor, Lean, and then make way, because the salt must flow.